Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rico Tensai and I like to speak my mind. And today let's talk about, is it better to be lucky or skillful? Now, I think, in my personal opinion, I think I'd rather be lucky than skillful, because sometimes with skills, just because, you trained yourself, or just because you acquired all this knowledge and then you apply it to something or whatever that goal is, you might not get it all the time. Versus like when you're lucky, you just so happen to get it sometimes when you're not even thinking of it, or not even like trying to really work towards that. Because if I had to use an example, let's try to use like getting a job. To get a job, it's not about what you know, but it's about who you know. And I think that fits to this scenario, because it's easier to get a job if you know someone within the company that you're trying to get to, versus the actual skills that you might actually have. Because sometimes you don't get the job even if you qualify for it, even if you got there first, someone else might have a friend who needs a job, and that person might get the in first because they got like a better recommendation. And it sucks. It's a bummer, but I see it both like it's a good thing, but also it's a little bit of a bad thing, kind of, because it sucks for the people who are trying to find a job versus someone who didn't take that long to get a job. So sometimes it's hard to say that like skill is gonna really like take you far sometimes. If we were gonna talk about YouTube and how, which is better, having the skill or being lucky. Yes, it's nice to be skillful at what you're doing. And I also think that with nowadays and how we are able to have a formula, or like we have a formula to become a YouTuber now, so which requires the skill. But then at the same time, I honestly prefer being lucky on YouTube, because it's more genuine. Because if I know the formula with how to get to become a YouTuber, it doesn't become as fun, because it's like you're just following steps of how to become one. You're not really just like blowing up just because it just kind of like randomly happened. It's gonna happen because you put in the work, and this is the results that happen. So it's kind of, I just think being lucky is more fun versus being skillful, because skillful sounds, it is a little bit stressful, because you have to really work on whatever it is that your goal is. It's tough. I'm like very back and forth. But what I like about YouTube is you have you kind of have like a freedom to kind of do whatever you want, versus like, if you want to be like an actual YouTuber, you have to do these certain steps so that you can get paid to become a YouTuber, which is true. Everyone, I would say everyone's goal whenever they make a YouTube video is they want to make it a job and make it a thing. And it's funny for me to say that I should be following the formula of how to become a YouTuber, but the reason why I don't is just because I don't really want to be a YouTuber based off of my hard work, kind of. I don't really want to base off of hard work. I kind of just want to base it off of, I just make videos for fun, and then I just so happen to get popular from it, slowly but surely. Then I became a YouTuber. Like, I want that to be my story, versus if someone asks me, oh, how did I become a YouTuber? It's like, oh, I followed this formula, and then if you do it this way and this way, then that's how you become it. And that's how I blew up. And then, I don't know, it doesn't sound as cool, right? Like, am I weird? Like, it's sort of like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know, that's just how I see YouTube, and also that's just kind of how I see life. Because sometimes in life, you can work so hard to get a certain thing, but sometimes either you don't get it, or you become impatient and then you quit, and then you just end up just never getting that thing you really wanted. And then that's where people start saying like, maybe it wasn't the right time, or people will say like, maybe it wasn't really for you, which then leads you to something else. And then all of that could be true. I just see those as just like, just trying to look at things more positive, and not trying to make it seem like, oh, you lost a chance to be something. So then people like to kind of make you feel a little bit better when you couldn't get that thing that you wanted, or whatever that goal was you're trying to achieve. But then, doing this 75 hard challenge, it would be cool if by the end of it, I become a YouTuber. And if this was Because this isn't skill. Like, making a video every day isn't really a skill, especially this challenge. I'm just saying, this challenge there's not really a skill required. To get a camera, turn it on, talk, then do a little bit of editing. But making YouTube videos, yes, that is a skill. Because you really gotta edit the way you want it to edit and have it to look the certain way and color wheels and all that stuff. And yeah, that's a skill. I get that one. But I rather just be lucky. That's all I have to say. It's just me rambling. And yeah, that's really it. I almost forgot to make a video, so that's why I was like, I need to go out and do something real quick. But I'm glad I did it, and I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Doesn't matter if it's 1 view, doesn't matter if it's 10 views. I will keep posting, and I appreciate anyone who is watching or listening. And I will see you tomorrow with a new topic.